President Trump has been quite explicit in his desire to acquire Greenland. Has Beijing been as explicit? What do we know about what China's stance is in terms of Greenland and the Arctic?
So historically, the PRC had been interested in Greenland for those ores that I talked about, and economically it would make sense for them. And as many of your audience would know, the PRC has been going around the world trying to buy up rare earths and other minerals that it needs. So historically, that's how it viewed Greenland. Now, with the melting of the Arctic ice, as I had mentioned, the PRC is also trying to position itself as what it calls a near Arctic nation in order to use those types of shipping lanes. So, those are the interests that Beijing has. It's been very quiet right now, probably because it, for one, doesn't want to unnecessarily inflame ties with the U.S. Very brittle, the very brittle stability that they have. For another, the PRC is looking at a visit by Donald Trump in the spring and a return visit by General Secretary Xi Jinping to the U.S. after that. And insofar as they hope those visits happen and there's some stabilization of the U.S.-PRC relationship, they probably don't want to make moves that would unsettle those kinds of possibilities at this point.
Okay, I'm just wondering whether Greenland is. Should we consider Greenland a flashpoint in the US-China geopolitical tensions, the power competition that we've been seeing for the past year or so? What do you think, Ian?
So, I mean, Greenland definitely has points of contention to do with its minerals. But whether the PRC is in a position to really do anything is a different story altogether. It's very far away. It doesn't have any strategic assets nearby. I mean, do bear in mind the recent raid on Venezuela. That was a state where the PRC did provide military assistance. But again, it was very far away. There was very little that the PRC could do. They had a envoy visit just before the raid and essentially the kidnapping happened. And there was nothing they could do. So similarly, they could do deals with Denmark and Greenland, but to physically protect those assets that they managed to acquire, that's a different magnitude of difficulty for the PRC at this point.